Now on CoastTV News.
Driving down DUIs, what Ocean View police are crediting for a decrease in cases. Plus, a statewide salute as Delaware continues to mourn the death of State Police Corporal Matthew Snook. We look at the vigils that are scheduled for today.
A blustery day on Delmarva. Wind chills are in the 20s. I'll have details on how long the high winds are going to last and an all-important New Year's Eve forecast.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. Today is Tuesday, December 30th. I'm Grace Eckerly and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. Starting off with taking a live look out into Rehoboth Beach this morning. Lots of people out on this nice sunny day. It is very frigid out though. Turning now to First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono. Chris, these people on the boardwalk, they're facing some cold temperatures out there.
Hey there, Grace. Yeah, they're bundled up, enjoying the sunshine we have out there, but we also still do have the wind element as well. And we've been dealing with some pretty gusty winds here over the last 24 hours. A 55-mile-an-hour wind gust late last night in Dewey Beach, 53 mile an hour there in Lewis, and we had 45-mile-an-hour winds in Georgetown as well as Ocean City. Well, look at this. We're 28 degrees colder in Salisbury than where we were just 24 hours ago. Remember, yesterday we were in the 50s and 60s. We have a mix of sun and clouds in Cambridge, 35 degrees there, but you can see those winds continue out of the west-northwest, gusting to 32 miles an hour in Georgetown and Millsboro, 32 in Indian River Inlet. So that's creating those frigid wind chills we have. It feels like 23 in Rehoboth, 23 in Milford, and 21 in Harrington. A few cumulus clouds over the peninsula. We had snow showers well off to the west, and we're going to continue to see those frigid conditions throughout the afternoon. Highs today reaching the mid-30s, but notice the wind chill about 10 degrees colder, only feeling like 26 throughout the afternoon, and will eventually drop into the teens as far as the wind chills go. But the winds are going to lighten up a bit through the overnight, and we'll talk about your New Year's Eve day forecast just in a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. And speaking of New Year's Eve, as a big day approaches, safe driving remains a top priority. Many people setting their plans. I'll be right here. CoastTV News reporter Drew Bellinger showing us how police departments like Ocean View's are preparing.
Denny Barton fills up his car before the roads get crazy. He says the risk of driving on New Year's is just not worth it.
If you feel like you might be a little over the edge, just play it safe. Call an Uber. All right, leave your car, give it to a friend.
On the streets of Ocean View, where according to the Ocean View 2024 monthly report, there were 39 DUI incidents logged, 2 coming in January.
Our goal is safety, not tickets.
Chief Kenneth McLaughlin with the Ocean View Police Department says,
our plan is going forward to continue to have increased police visibility during peak hours for DUIs and on peak roadways.
In 2024, the Ocean View Police Department arrested a man who crashed and left his car on Atlantic Avenue right behind me. It was his 4th DUI offense.
If you know you won't blow triple zeros, don't start the car. Chief McLaughlin partially credits rideshare apps to the decrease in DUI cases in Ocean View.
And a lot of that is attributed to Uber and Lyft. It's very easy to get a ride. Most of the folks down in the Ocean View area are traveling to Ocean City or Dewey Beach.
Making the wrong choice could mean that your 2026 starts in this room, where people have blown a blood alcohol content of up to 0.27 and 0.3. A resolution to avoid deaths on the roadways and keep the streets safe during celebration. In Ocean View, Drew Bellinger, CoastTV News.
And another way you can get around safely on New Year's Eve, the beach bus in Ocean City will be free. According to the town, service begins at 6 a.m. Wednesday, December 31st, and runs until 3 a.m. Thursday, January 1st. Buses will arrive about every 30 minutes. That's during the day. Then, starting at 6 p.m., every 15 minutes through the early morning hours. And you want to remember that if you're coming home from a fun night at Secrets. And with 2 days remaining in 2025, DENREC taking stock of its accomplishments over the past year. According to the department, it reintroduced 25 bog turtles, doubling their population. They also collected 5,000 pounds of trash at coastal cleanups, purchased 1,000 acres of open space, and restored 20 acres of wetlands. And we have more details today about Salisbury's big water infrastructure project to replace a raw water main. And that water main dates back nearly a century. According to the city, the project will replace about 3,300 feet of pipe connecting the city's well field to the city's water treatment plant. And that includes sections that run underneath the river. And people who use City Park could see temporary disruptions along the walking path near the dog park, tennis courts, and the Salisbury Zoo. Officials say work is expected to finish by fall of 2026. And about as classic as it gets. New this morning, check out this high-stakes rescue in Long Neck. The Indian River Volunteer Fire Company sharing these photos on your screen now. The fire department says this little cat was stuck up there for 4 days. You can see in these photos here the cat about 40 feet in the air on very thin branches. The Indian River Volunteer Fire Company saying they safely got the cat back to its owner, who says it'll give it some much needed TLC after this traumatic experience. And now some other sad animal news coming out of Ocean City. The town's police department is mourning a former member of the canine unit. The dog you see right here on your screen, named Rocco, has passed away. Here you can see him with his handler and partner, Corporal Sean McHugh. Rocco started with the department in 2016 and retired in 2023. Now happening today, vigils across the state continuing this week for Delaware State Police Corporal Matthew Snook, who was murdered while working overtime at a Williamton DMV last week. The vigil taking place today in Glasgow, that's in Newcastle County. Organizers say it will begin at 6 p.m. at the regional park. And the Rehoboth Beach Bearbell community, they're hosting an event honoring Corporal Snook. According to their Facebook page, the Lift in Honor takes place Saturday, January 17th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It'll bring together people through powerlifting and fitness challenges. The club says all participants will donate directly to the official fundraising supporting efforts for Corporal Snook's young family. And Snook will be laid to rest on Monday, January 5th. His funeral is at the University of Delaware's Bob Carpenter Center. State police say a public visitation will run from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m., followed by a memorial service and final honors. His interment will be private. Now stay with us on CoastTV News Midday, because after the break, top leaders talk peace deal. We'll tell you why President Trump and the Israel Prime Minister say a meeting on Monday was productive.
Well, the gusty winds will continue to be a thorn in our side through the afternoon. The good news is they will relax through our New Year's Eve, but we are going to be staying on the chilly side. Congratulations to John Caligari, Milton, Delaware, on winning an umbrella from CoastTV. Your full 7-day forecast just minutes away.
President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu meeting face-to-face for a high-stakes peace talk at Mar-a-Lago, both leaders indicating it was a productive meeting. In remarks, President Trump said the two leaders discussed Hamas disarmament and issued a stern warning if they fail to disarm. The president also said that Israel had lived up to their side of the ceasefire deal and pledged to eliminate Iran's nuclear program if he confirms they are rebuilding it. And coming up next, Chris Mastrobono, look at him. He's working ever so diligently on your holiday forecast for New Year's Eve. It's coming up in your full forecast after the break.
Boy, remember this time yesterday we were in the 50s and 60s. Not today, as those winds continue to whip. You can see the American flag there from Ocean View. Few cumulus clouds there. 35 degrees across the area in Indian River Inlet. We're at 34 in Milton, 33 in Georgetown, and we are at 33 in Salisbury. But those winds, they've been gusty all morning long. 32-mile-an-hour gusts there in Georgetown. We're gusting to 28. Ocean City, 33 there. Indian River Inlet, creating these frigid wind chills. It feels like 22. Georgetown, 23 Lewis, and it feels like 23 in Long Neck. Now, we still have the wind advisory up through another 2 hours here for all of Delaware, northern mid-shore. We have the gale warning up for the Delaware coast. That runs through 6 o'clock tonight. And we also have small craft advisories up for the southern portion of the peninsula as well as the Chesapeake Bay, and those run through 7 o'clock tonight. So there's those cumulus clouds filtering over the area. We have snow showers back off to the west. Those are dissipating across western Pennsylvania. High pressure is building in, and we're going to stay pretty quiet here really as we go into the new year. We can't rule out a flurry into New Year's Day, and you can see temperatures going to stay below average. Average high 47, and we're going to struggle to get to the 40-degree mark today for most of the area. 36 for a high in Milford, 37 Georgetown, 38 in Cambridge, 38 in Salisbury to 37 in Ocean City. So we'll squeak out a few more wind gusts, I think, upwards of 40 to potentially 45 miles an hour. But for the most part, I think we've escaped the most severe winds over the last 24 hours. And then we'll see those winds subside as we go into the day on your Wednesday. Wind chills are going to be once again in the teens tomorrow morning, feeling like 16 in Rehoboth and Long Neck, and then they'll moderate. We'll have more of a west-southwest wind tomorrow. Clear skies through the day today, but then there's a few more clouds rolling in overnight, so partly to mostly cloudy skies, maybe a flurry or two. Some models trying to bring some flurries in here, I think primarily north of Kent County, but really a nice Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. Temperatures are going to be right around 40 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. So we're going to generally be in the upper 30s to around 40 for our New Year's Eve. Partly cloudy skies and a bit more blustery as we go into New Year's Day. Temperatures right around 34 as a weak front pushes through late tomorrow night through New Year's Day, and that may bring about a flurry or two as we go into New Year's Day. But again, this is a moisture-starved system, and we're going to stay primarily dry really through the start of the new year. You can see by Friday, mostly sunny skies. A weak disturbance passes to the south Saturday. That will bring a few clouds to the area. But other than that, we stay pretty dry and no big storm systems to contend with. 36 this afternoon. 26 overnight as those winds relax. We're at 39 sun to clouds, and then we're looking at temperatures holding in the upper 30s through that first weekend of 2026, and then we're up to 43 by Monday.
And coming up tonight on DSN, the last day of the Governor's Challenge at 5 p.m. J.H. Blake takes on Coatesville at 6:45. Prolific Prep faces Westtown, and at 8:30, Gillian Academy battles SoCal Academy. And for your DSN Plus exclusives, more action from the Governor's Challenge with the games taking place at the Wacomico County Civic Center, Y-High, UMES, and Salisbury Christian. Congestion is a common occurrence in Sussex County, especially during the busy summer months. I know you know it well. And according to state officials, much of the issue has to do with growth and development. An ongoing coastal corridor study is focusing on addressing the congestion to find ways to improve routes 9, 16, and 24. Officials say they hope to study parts of Route 113 as well. We spoke with some drivers who say solutions can't come soon enough.
Put a halt on the development because, you know, there's just too much traffic going on all the time. And this is the off season. During the summertime, it's horrendous.
According to officials, the proposed plan would guide state decisions over the next 5 years, and it's expected to be voted on January 12th. Now, an important deadline coming up in Delaware. Since its inception, the Transportation Infrastructure Investment Fund, known as TIF, has awarded 38 grants totaling more than $63 million. And according to DelDOT, it's helping to create or maintain over 12,500 jobs. The department says businesses have until January 20th to apply for this grant, and the application process is one that can be found online. Now it's time to showcase how you are decorating your homes this holiday season. This photo is coming to us from Alexis in Salisbury, showing a very festive tree. This is, to me, you guys, beautiful classic white lights with that red ribbon. Oh my goodness, she said this is Betty's Christmas trees. Thank you so much, Alexis, for this beautiful photo. You sent that to us. And if you'd like your decorations to be shared in our broadcast, we are running this through the end of the calendar year. You can take a look at your screen now, send in your photos or videos by heading to our website, coasttv.com/holidayhouse. Check out this video that's going viral. Robbers stealing thousands of dollars in luxury purses, shoes, and jewelry from a store near Chicago on Sunday. Those crimes caught fully on video, and They were well organized and acted quickly. A store security camera captured this as 6 thieves break into the store through a front door and quickly go to work clearing those shelves. Police say they've not yet determined the total value of what was stolen. And now a case gaining some national attention. Texas authorities believe a 19-year-old girl who disappeared on Christmas Eve is in imminent danger. Camila Mendoza Olmez was last seen next to her car outside her family home that morning in Bexar County. Sheriffs conducted a search, multiple searches with ground teams and drones and cadaver dogs. Search crews and people in the community handed out missing child flyers on Sunday. The FBI and Department of Homeland Security have now joined that search operation.
Keeping warm is the theme this morning on Delmarva. We have partly cloudy skies here in Laurel. Temperature 34 degrees, but those winds continue to gust in excess of 35 miles an hour, making it feel like the 20s. You can get your latest forecast by calling our First Alert Weather phone, and your exclusive 10-day forecast is up next. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies on Delmarva through the afternoon. Now the temperature a little deceiving because those winds are going to continue to gust near 40 miles an hour, so it's going to feel more like the mid-20s throughout the afternoon. Then we'll see clear skies through the evening. We'll fall to 29 overnight, eventually 26 into Wednesday morning. Partly cloudy skies for our New Year's Eve. So really nice end to the year on the cold side still as we roll into 2026. A blustery day. Can't rule out a stray flurry, but no big storm systems really to contend with here over the next at least 7 to 10 days. As we go towards the tail end of this forecast, we could be dealing with a wintry mix, and that's not until really till next Thursday. Grace.
My goodness, already in 2026. Well, thank you, Chris, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Midday. If you like more local news or weather, you can download our Coast TV News app, and don't forget to join us back here for Coast TV News at 5 later this afternoon. Until then, have a great day.